You have an appointment? I do. I'm just curious. What was that? I'm putting you on.
Thank you.
Okay, sorry. No, I'm sorry.
Isn't it?
No.
All that in there, yeah.
So you didn't have an appointment?
I have an appointment, but it was just to leave a stamp. She
Oh,
said all
okay.
I have to do is leave.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so we need to give you, we need a, okay.
And Dr. Patricia. Yes.
These are.
Did you bring your back house with you in the back?
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have a window.
And then,
Hey,
oh, sorry, the dog information here. Okay. That's an additional thing. Thank you.
There you go.
Nice, thank you.
Welcome.
Some brown paper.
I can have his next. Yeah. Here, right? What's your birthday? 7/7/2000. 7/7/2000.
My husband's not one. Oh, okay. 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 What was that? We'll give him and he'll call you. You're welcome. Have a good one. Okay, give me 1 second. Actually. Thank you. Okay. Okay.
And then you don't have this. You want to add anything? Oh, I go on. Yeah.
Still finance.
Life happens, so good. Yes, we do know. You know what I mean?
Oh, sorry, yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah.
Do I need to?
Donald?
Hello.
Hi. Sorry.
Oh, well, but why okay? You want to put on this one? Oh, yeah. Can connect automatically. Oh, man. Okay.
Sean?
Yes, ma'am. One moment, I dropped one of my pieces of paper.
Hi, Sean.
Yes, ma'am.
All righty.
Hey, Sean.
Good. I don't usually use the cane, but I break my toe.
Oh, ouch. That's all right. Doing okay there?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's get your weight.
Yes, ma'am. Where do I
Yeah,
put-
you can go ahead and put everything back there.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, don't worry about it. Okay, got it. We'll come this direction. Okay. I'll grab this and we'll.
I'm
Those
sorry
need-
for snapping, crackling, and popping on
Like
you.
Rice Krispies.
Yes, ma'am.
Come on, let's go this way. That's what my husband and I say. You sound like a bowl of Rice Krispies.
Yes, ma'am. When I say that, people look at me like I'm crazy. You think you're a Rice Krispie?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Well, I have a seat right there.
Yes, ma'am.
Just looking for something? Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Because the other stuff that we used to get, the silk stuff, they hurt people. So, no, huh? Right.
forgot my suicide sticker. I guess it's a magnet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It's horrible how wrong this stuff is, because what they give you here for when an at-risk adult or admitted into the police, but if we don't have friends and family, then we're sent to mental health for some odd reason.
Oh, let me read this.
Well, not according to that. That's the experience of it is that you get, well, I get sent to mental health.
Conversation tips.
There's
Yeah,
some
they're just
stuff on
kinda-
there that's all right, but it doesn't include the fact that when an at-risk adult is being abused or even address the abuse, which is the number one reason for suicide.
Yeah. One of the things you ask how they're doing, you want to listen to what they're having to say.
Oh,
I mean, you read between the lines. And then you ask clarifying questions. So that's always not a yes/no question, it's an open-end question.
right. And
Yeah.
a lot of times what ends up happening is somebody who's in severe state of crisis, and then the crime has happened. They're trying to explain it to somebody, but that person is always looking for clarification, trying to analyze it. And at that point, like it's important to just listen until the person is able to calm down.
Yeah.
A lot of what they do when you're an at-risk adult, you're supposed to go to your friends and family when you're abused, and then your friends and family are supposed to help you. And that is because we're so often blown off by police and by mental health even. So
Sometimes friends and family, you can't go to them either.
I've got literally 6 years of what it looks like when an at-risk adult is going to friends and family who don't try to understand. It's, I'm too busy, I've got a life of my own, you're being selfish. If you were going to commit suicide, you would have done it already, things of that nature. Now, moving on, bless you.
Excuse me. Oh, my goodness.
It's not a matter of me trying to kill myself, it's a matter of me taking a lot of abuse, and I can't take care of myself now. For like the past 8 years now. But I have Tourette syndrome, so I can't go to cops by myself anyway, because they'll treat me like I'm on drugs.
Gotcha.
I'm autistic, and I'm also in a state of crisis, so people, they try to associate that with like schizophrenia and delusions, and it's not the same thing. If a person who's autistic is punched in the face, they know they were punched in the face, so when they say I was punched in the face, it's not a delusion, you know?
Yeah. Well, let's go through all your stuff real quick. And then Chris will be in.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm gonna try and find Esther or Danelle, probably Esther, behavioral health. It's and warm off. They'll come in, they'll talk with you, and get an appointment set up started for you.
All right. The lady I was told to try to talk to, I think, is Mel, because there's a situation. I guess she does social work and investigations as well. I literally can't function at all because of constant fear when I'm not around my friends and family.
Okay.
I don't have friends and family anymore because a friend of mine was shot in the head, and because of everything that was on the news, I take abuse everywhere, including here.
Okay.
Don't worry, I wasn't on the news for some alien conspiracy or Illuminati or anything like that. It's all down to earth, real world stuff. Just people are selfish and their motivations are selfish.
So, do you have allergies to medications?
I do. I have horrible adverse reactions to a lot of different medications.
Can you tell me what they are?
Don't put me on Haldol, it'll make me violent.
Haldol?
Haldol.
Haldol.
Any mood stabilizer is likely to stabilize me. I'm depressed.
Haldol. I'm still on Haldol.
Right.
What are you?
HALDOL.
Yeah. Hold on. So what else do
Oh, you're good. We're not in Britain, you're allowed to say bugger. Also, this is a hospital setting, sort of, so you're allowed to say bloody too.
Why am I? Now it's in here.
It sucked. I was
Huh.
abused until I literally couldn't handle it anymore, and I screamed for help. I begged for help. Nobody cared until I started treating my predators the way they were treating me, and then all of a sudden I was a horrible monster. Did have the mental health place I was being to, but they didn't do their jobs. They weren't even interested. They just wanted to write it for a check and tell me to come back next week, which is impossible to do when you're having to live on less than $800 a month.
That's not very good.
And disability sucks. And when somebody does something horrible to you, they use the term mentally ill instead of your actual diagnosis. And then people just assume after that, like you don't have to do anything wrong. People just call you mentally ill as a matter of gaslighting.
Yeah, I get tired of hearing that word when you don't know it.
Yeah,
Are you taking medications right now?
no, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Sean, how tall are you?
5'9".
Okay. Do you smoke cigarettes?
I do.
Okay, everyday smoker.
Yep.
About how many packs a day do you smoke? Half pack, full pack, 2 packs?
Maybe a half a pack.
Okay. How many years have you smoked?
I started smoking when I was 19, so
39. Probably about 26 years, 28 years, somewhere in there.
something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Do you use any smokeless tobacco like chew?
It'd be like 22 years actually. 23. I don't do any smokeless tobacco at all.
Any alcohol use?
Nope.
Nope. Any drug use?
No.
Sexually active?
No, thank you.
Okay. All right, let's get back over here. So, kind of go through all these questions. So we have what they call a SOGI question. They just want to know what your sexual orientation is. I want to know if you're a straight or a
Mucus is gross. That's my sexual orientation. I think anything mucus or the consistency of mucus is nasty, so I just avoid sex altogether.
Okay.
Do they have a people or gross option?
No, sorry.
All right.
You identify as a male though, correct?
Sure, that's close enough.
Okay.
I identify as a human being, but I don't think that's an orientation on your sheet.
An invasive human being.
If only we were all treated that way.
All right, I want that. So let's get your blood pressure, okay?
All right.
I'm gonna use this arm over here.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, is that not a good arm?
Oh, you're good.
Okay. Just want to double check. Slip this up here. There. Take the other hand here really quick. There we go.
My actually going to be probably about 98.
Your close was 97. Blood pressure is really good.
Usually is. It's weird because I got a thing that does weird stuff.
Yeah,
But also, even if I'm really agitated or aggravated, my blood pressure really doesn't get affected.
okay. Alright, go ahead and pull your sleeves down, you're good.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Alright, no vaccines today. You don't want any shots or anything?
No, thank you.
Okay. You wanna postpone it or discontinue? You don't want them at all?
I shouldn't need any boosters on anything.
Okay. I always have to double check with everyone.
Yeah, one of the really popular ones is, have you had your tetanus shot? Well, here, we'll give you another one just in case.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
probably had 20 tetanus shots in 5 years.
Oh, yeah,
Not literally, but
I know, yeah. Feels like it, right?
yeah.
Okay, well, I got everything entered. So the only thing I need for you to fill out for me here. You have people that's not, looks like.
Yes, ma'am. About 6 years worth, 7 years.
Yeah.
No, actually, I hurt my back in 2015, so.
Okay. I just need this bottom part filled out if you could, please. And
Yes,
I'm gonna
ma'am.
go get Chris for you.
Right around 8 years.
Left. Right here, she pointed at. You want Erica?
Hello.
Hello. Hi. I'm Esther. Janelle was busy, so I got sent in over to say hello.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So, I heard you're here for behavioral health referral.
Yes, ma'am, among other things. I have been taking a lot of years of abuse over a friend of mine who was on heroin. She ended up getting shot in the head. But I'm autistic, so for me, having my friends and family is important, my support network.
Right.
But I was cut off from them for over a year, and then she got shot in the head after pretending I stalked her. Her friends have been, well, they were druggies, and they'd been threatening to kill me and threatening to kill my friends and family for over a year. The cops wouldn't listen, and I was going to behavioral health because that's where I was sent when I'd go to the cops. They'd tell me, oh, well, you need to go to the hospital about that. You need to go to the hospital about that. And the hospital would say, you need to go to the police about that. And
It just kept sending you back and forth.
yes, ma'am, there's also the fact they keep sending me to other jurisdictions so that I can't turn them in, repeatedly using the suicide watch thing as an excuse to deny me my rights. There's multiple officers that I tried to turn in, and I was forced to turn those officers literally into those very officers in Washington State and Nebraska and Colorado as well. People don't understand how potent the internet is, or how one person getting killed can result in a lot of destroyed lives. And as a result, when Natalie was shot in the head on December 29th of 2017, it was right after I exposed her dad as a child molester and a rapist and a wife beater. I'd had people treat me like I was a stalker and a rapist and a murderer and all sorts of crap for almost a year by that point. I hadn't been able to see any of my friends or family for over a year because they all lived in the Boulder area. Anyway, it was a big major thing where I was stalked for over a year, but nobody cared. And then when she ended up getting shot in the head, I still didn't have any friends that cared. They just took advantage of me, took advantage of my disability money, took advantage of Natalie's death to try to pretend like I was some sort of a villain, and I was never allowed to defend myself or show evidence or show the truth. I had been going to mental health workers, 3 therapists, one of them in Nebraska named Nicole Peralta, one in Colorado named Nicole Gerald, and one in Colorado named Jeff Ritter. I also had 2 caseworkers that were supposed to help me. One of them quit her job after finding out what I was going through, and her name was Tamara, and she had a son who was autistic, and after seeing what I was going through, she decided she was going to quit her job and make sure that she sets him up for a better life than what I had. Well, the problem is, after she quit, I ended up with Kara Heller through the Colorado Coalition of the Homeless, and they weren't understanding the gravity of my situation, or that I was being socially isolated, or that even though the instructions that I had were to go to my friends and family for help, they didn't care. They wanted to tell me I just needed to let it go, just don't worry about it. And they didn't even find out what was going on before giving me that advice. So now I've been through a lot of years of abuse because the cops who should have done something didn't. I was literally gaslighted by Natalie Bollinger and her friends and family and the police and the public because it was all over the news.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm still having to go through it here too. I was assaulted at the hospital here January 28th, and I've been trying to turn it in, but there's a lady who's trying to help. Her name is Vicki Rain, but she can't help. She's got her own mental issues, and I didn't understand how severe they were. Most of the people that I've stayed with are on drugs or alcohol. I have a YouTube channel that I had to start so that I'd show where I've been, the fact that I have tried to get help, the people that I've had to live with. I had to stay with people that were overdosing on drugs often. I had to stay with people who were chronic alcoholics. I had to stay with people who found out about me through a Natalie Bollinger web sleuth group. Meanwhile, when I went to my friends and family for help, they promised that they would, but then they needed me to buy this or they needed me to buy that. The people I was staying with before Natalie was killed, same thing, taking advantage of my money, telling me that they have to make ends meet, but I couldn't make ends meet, and I was going to them for help stopping abuse. Now I have a situation where I have communication issues. They're based on how afraid I am. There's also the situation of how complicated it is when you're abused as often as I am.
Mm-hmm.
That lady Vicky, I'm supposed to go get my stuff at her place. She basically conned me, not intentionally. She's got multiple personalities, but she didn't let me know that. And I moved my stuff over there. She promised that she was going to help me and help advocate for me. And then she started having her own issues, which as soon as she started the whole I'm afraid playing victim thing, the first thing I wanted to do was leave, but I can't. She's got all of my stuff. Also, I do get disability, and I'm sorry I talk so much.
You're fine.
Thank you, I worked out as a joke. A lot of times people have wives' tales about autism that they prey on, and that has been one of the biggest issues. I have to have an advocate, and I haven't had one. The people that were supposed to advocate for me took the tax dollars but didn't do the job.
Right.
The mandated reporters that I'm sent to, they're supposed to do something about it, but then, well, immediately, none of them did that. None of them even tried. They were busy trying to talk me out of it, telling me that they can't look at the evidence, telling me that I have to send it in a way that I'm not capable, and then ignoring me or sending me to somebody else and telling me it's someone else's job. Before I got started on this, I already knew who it was I was supposed to go to and had already tried going to them and been blown off.
Okay.
So when Natalie ended up dead, that ended me up being treated like I was a stalker, a murderer, a rapist, and a child molester, and all sorts of other creepy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I still take abuse over that to this day.
Okay.
Also, if I wink at you, I have Tourette syndrome, so I'm not trying to hit on you.
I'm Chris.
Hello, Chris.
Okay. So we have lots of trauma, so we need to get him in with. Are you wanting to know?
I was told that she worked as a caseworker and she also did investigations, was the one I was recommended to. But I can't remember the name of the lady who recommended me to her.
She used to do that, yes. That's not what she does anymore, because she's not over at TFCC anymore.
TFCC, that place is horrible.
Okay.
I did speak with some people from there on a couple of different occasions. I actually came here because when I called, they said that they weren't affiliated or associated with TFCC.
Okay. So Danelle is gonna be out for 4 weeks at the end of April. She's gonna be leaving for, family stuff. But we can still set you up so you can do your first one, and then if you're okay with that,
The first one, what?
first initial appointment, so you can meet her.
All right, how soon would that be?
Her first available, it's like. Hold on. Looks like April 4th at 11. So that's next Tuesday.
All right,
That's no delay.
I'm in a state of crisis and emergency for like 6 years. Now my car's not even legal. I popped a hose, so I also don't have radiator fluid or a hose until I get my disability on the first. And that lady, if I'd have known that she had the problem she did, I wouldn't have trusted her.
Right.
That cost me a lot. I need to be able to get my stuff, and that's part of where the issues I'm having is I can show people what's going on, but not if all of my stuff is over at some, I don't want to call her crazy, that's me. But I just want my stuff back from over there and a place to put it.
Right.
But part of the issue is me being stuck homeless is that I was forced into homelessness when Natalie was shot. And I was going through all of the hoops that I needed to in order to get help stopping the abuse.
Right.
And then when she was shot, they tried blaming me for it, and that made me a target. That was in Denver. It was on the Denver news, and it just got bigger from there. A big following on the true crime stuff. And folks don't understand that results in people being actually harmed in real life, being assaulted in real life, having their lives and the lives of their loved ones threatened, and I got a lot of evidence of that.
Right. That's the release I can give you.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you okay with that one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Is there anything else that I can do today to try to get something going?
Have you been over to care
I
to get
have.
help with that?
I've been over there repeatedly. They have me fill out paperwork, and then they tell me they can't do anything and tell me to come back and fill out more paperwork. Then they tell me that they made a call to the shelter out there, and the shelter doesn't have room, and I stopped going to them 3 months ago.
Well, it helps to keep going.
But with
Sometimes
that,
what they have for grants changes and there's
my
openings.
disabilities prevent me from jumping through the hoops like that, and they don't understand that it costs money and gas and wear and tear on my body and my vehicle to do that. To end up with nothing and be spending all my days jumping through those hoops is, it's overwhelming as well.
Okay.
I'm sorry I talk so much.
You're
One
fine.
of the things was being stuck in a parking lot. There's been a few situations here in town, like a guy named Farnsworth and his harassment and threats and assault. Though I can't really call him assault. He tried to headbutt me and I flinched and he just smashed his face on my head. Usually if I have a friend or family member present, I'm usually not as afraid, and usually if I get more acquainted with somebody, I'm less like this. With the experiences I've had since I got to this town, I just...
Hey, you gotta protect yourself, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, well, I gotta go. Chris is gonna take over and do his medical side of things, okay?
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
You're welcome. It was good to meet you.
Yes, ma'am, what was your name again?
Esther,
Esther?
okay? And I might see you again, okay?
Yes, ma'am, I hope so. What time on April 4th?
At 11.
Oh,
Right here for you, okay?
thank you, ma'am. I'm
You're
sorry,
welcome.
I'm pretty overwhelmed and
No,
I
you're
didn't
fine.
get much sleep. I had
That's totally
people
fine.
beating on my window all night.
Okay, it's totally fine.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're
Do I
welcome.
need to put in the referral or?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome. So that's the main reason you came here was for that referral?
I came here because I'm being abused and I keep getting sent to mental health who tells me that it's not their job. I was told the lady who was here does social work and investigations, which is why I was told to ask for her, but I'm here because of a lot of long-term abuse and the fact that I'm I'm petrified when I'm out in public, so I can't function because I'm always in public.
So the appointment with her is the main thing that I can do for you today.
Yes, sir. There's also, I have to have a place for me to go where it is safe so that I can function. Being stuck out here homeless, it prevents me from being able to do that. There's a lady who, like I was telling her, who hijacked my evidence. I need to be able to get that as well, because it's evidence of a lot of abuse that I've endured in the last 7 years, 8 years.
Well, I'm a medical professional. I don't have anything to do with housing.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, is that you guys actually do have a lot to do with housing, and that's one of the reasons that I ended up without housing, is because the people that I was sent to were being inactive on their duties. It's very complicated. We all are supposed to work together, and how you're actually not able to in many of these instances.
So what is it you would like for me to do?
Just the appointment here on the 4th, I guess, is all we can do for now. My physical disabilities prevent me from doing a lot of things for myself, so I need to hopefully set up an appointment for that as well if I could. I just would like to do that here rather than over at the Adventist Hospital. I need to turn in an assault by one of the doctors over there, so it's not a safe place for me to go.
Okay. We'll start off with your appointment on Tuesday, on April the 4th, and then we'll take it from there, okay?
Yes, sir. I'm glad it wasn't set for April 1st. I'm glad somebody got that. Is there any hose or something that I can get some water out of to put in my radiator?
I don't know. I've never really paid attention. I would assume that there has to be some kind of a outlet, but I don't think that they would leave a hose laying out. It's probably locked up somewhere. You have like a jug or something?
I do.
I mean, I can fill it from the sink if you want.
I'm sure that'd do better than nothing in my vehicle. I just wanna make
Off my
sure.
head, yeah, I can't think of any. Yeah, I don't know if you'd be able to, if you're able to do it, there's a bathroom in the weight room. I don't know if that, you'd be able to fill it up from that. That's a possibility too.
When it comes to my safety, how do I go about trying to get someone to understand I need a guardian?
That's a tough thing to get. I've been working on other people about that, and it's just not that easy. But
I got a lot of evidence of a lot of abuse that I've taken, and I wouldn't have had to take any of it if I'd have had a guardian.
yeah, unfortunately, that's a hard thing to get, but we can start on that process.
Yes,
Just
sir.
don't know how long that'll take. But we definitely help. Danelle helps me through that usually, so.
Yeah, like,
This way.
here's the one I was sent to. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you.
And so now, we automatically take that in.
I do too.
I do too. I've been trying to shove those back as far as I can.
I have felt things that we can make.
Hi.
You guys have like some vehicle, the hose broke. So do you guys have put some water in my car?
I have about this big cup. Is that okay? Will that work?
About 30 times.
No.
Yeah.
That's about as big as we have.
Anything out there?
I have a container, I just don't have a place to fill it.
There's water fountains right in that hallway. There's 2 bathrooms.
All right, that'll work.
Right there.
Thank you. Bunch of damn horse hockey, but fuck it, we're on it, right? I don't fucking get anywhere, it's just running around in circles. Here, hopefully they'll do something, but it's not gonna be till April 4th. They interrupt me to say things like they can't do nothing about housing. Well, they actually can. See, here's the thing, is if the crime's committed against me, it's illegal to do these things. And because it's illegal to do these things, and because they deprive me of my housing resources, it is absolutely something that, with me being sent to mental health about that crap, they are supposed to do something. So, it's my life. Hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait. Oh, that's not good. Uh, no smoking on the property, but then again, can't even light the thing without a lighter. There's one. Where the hell did I put my cane? Well, apparently it's not in here.
Somebody's in there. You can do this. You do not have.
Neil Magnus going to get you one draw this morning. When they say they can't do nothing about housing, that's entirely not true. That's the reason for telling them about the crimes committed against me. And now even here they take it far too lax, far too nonchalant. Of course, not that it matters. I'm not considered a human being by your society. What I needed help with was getting my resources back when they were stolen. Instead, what I get is pieces of telling me I have to do it myself. I'm not fucking capable. And obviously, none of these places are going to take it fucking serious. obviously, no matter what, it's gonna be oh well, let's hurry up and wait, hurry up and wait. I wasn't choosing to be homeless. I was forced into it. So, how do I deal with this situation? I know that if I follow many of y'all's advice, your advice is that I go hunt down these child molesters, cut off their heads, and feed them to their dogs. Crazy shit like that. But no, that doesn't do anybody any goddamn good. That just makes a martyr out of a monster. Well, that's not much of a cigarette. So this lady I'm supposed to go to for help, she can't do shit. Nothing at all. Until the 4th of April, apparently. This is fucking retarded. This is about the dumbest goddamn thing. Why am I still running around in fucking circles for not a goddamn thing? It's a waste of time and a waste of effort. And that cop needs to watch who he's staring down. What a fucking dick. Maybe I should stare him down. Matter of fact, I did. There's Tillamook Tire Service. I just want to say I'm glad they exist. I'm kind of sort of close enough to do some shopping if I can find a place. Fucking Christ, I hurt. All right, I'm not whining or complaining. There's a cutie patootie of a puppy over there. All right, I gotta stop for a minute. My fucking back is killing me. Oh, nice. Tobacco. Oh, I found one. I'll smoke it. Looks like there's oxygen over here. It's probably not a good idea to actually walk so close to them while smoking. But I'm walking away from them because if something happens, I don't want to be accused of stealing it because I happen to be in the area. Oh, I've seen me this hobo. He must have done it. Fucking Christ. God, I hate this. I guess we'll end this video and make this one and the other one public since there's no personal private shit in any of it.